Oh, Burbs. Burbs will gonna help him. Why not? And also give. I will say
Yeah.
there's like artists and it's Friday and
It is, yeah, all day.
including Dan and Shay, but I'm oh oh I got a command for it at this. Oh, this one's called Quiet More Ads. It's here's that you can ad for. I don't think advertise that stuff in my.
No.
I like this apple. It's actually quite nice. But I'm loving it. There's a little bit of birds action background. How are you doing, Burbs?
I'm doing good.
Woohoo! Are you in the game just yet, or?
I'm in the game, yeah.
Hey, just let me know when you're ready. When it's a co-op thing, and I'll enjoy.
Co-op should be active.
Bungle. That's a little house, isn't it? The big grey
Yeah.
one. Like at least you've got the achievements, don't you?
I've got the achievements, yeah.
Yeah. So at least there's that. Oh, why is it? Hello. I'm using the scroll look, but it's yellow. Right. It refuses to go down in terms of the scroll lock thing. It only goes up apparently. I'll need to sort my mouse out in that. Right,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very confused by it. But... You know what though? You don't really realize it with this game, but this game has what, like a 7-person, a 6-person co-op or something. Like I know it says it, but it doesn't. You don't really think of it. But like, oh my god, 6 people could be playing it. Imagine how fast this map would.
Imagine doing one of the early maps with 6 people that have all got the fully upgraded power wash.
That would be crazy. Like even there's with a fully upgraded thing, just as a 2-person job isn't.
No.
I'll do it. Button. Because otherwise all the thingy. I like because it automatically turns on when I put OBS on. Annoying, but at this point I've got a key that I can press it and it's.
Yeah.
What you've been up to, Burbs?
Not a lot up to this point.
There.
Still early, really, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Like, it's late enough that it's like, oh, I've been up for a little bit, but it's
yeah.
like, oh my god, I've gone and done this and this and this and this. All I've done is I've woken up and
Nice.
yeah. Mom sent me a text message. I just thought, hi. Why is this still thingy not working? I think it works everywhere else. It's just a game. Well,
Strange.
yeah. Like the up and down, and I know it works actually because I was playing bloody jigsaw puzzles there, and I was using outfit. Work.
Definitely sounds like a game issue, not a mouse issue.
Very weird. Yeah, because it works even on my OBS. It goes up, not down. Why? Like, I'm not really fast, but also it's very annoying. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Power mouse wheel. Okay, so it previous nozzle is mouse wheel down. Okay, so it should work. I'm gonna defocus. I haven't been changing them. No, it's still only up. Oh well, I guess. Oh my god, I was about to actually give up.
You're about to what, sorry?
I literally, when I was testing it, I landed on the green one, and my instinct was, okay, let's scroll down to the yellow one. But as I said, oh well, and I was like, this is gonna be a tough one today. But maybe it's just for this map. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, if I want to cycle through the nozzles, I genuinely need to cycle through all of them.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's an interesting little fun, I guess. I assume you're not having that problem.
Nope, I can scroll both ways.
Yay! I wish it's just wanting to make my day an extra bit special.
Yeah.
That's what we're. Only other thing that I can think of is rebooting the game, but it's such a minor thing, especially that these maps I generally just fill out anyways.
I mean, I must admit, I'm using white at the minute. The early maps, the dirt's never hard work either.
Yeah. I don't know why, I just like the wood. Yeah. So I've got a command for I don't really know why, but because it's like free and whatnot, right? And I personally think it's really good tunes for the fact that it's copyright free and whatnot.
Yeah.
Basically, I very much like it, so I'm like, I know. In case people ask, it's a link to the case channel. I don't know if he's the one creating it or if he compiles or. I like. I think it just
Yeah.
I think it makes these games a bit more like, I don't know, chill, more fun in a way. It at least puts something in the background. Just That being said, I'm not having Power Wash ASMR, whatever it's called. That's what I'm going. I guess like if it wasn't for the fact that it's copyrighted, I'd be putting on like Dan and Shay and whatnot playing. So yeah, because I got new. Hey.
I don't know how they get around it, but I know streamers that got this system set up that it just doesn't record the music to the VOD.
Might look into it then, because that might be an interesting. Yeah.
So they can play whatever they want. It just won't record it in the VOD, so you won't get a copyright strike because there's no evidence of it. If anyone clips the video, the music's just not there.
I mean, I might have a look into it. It's like very much a non-issue, really. A lot of time, I think there was a point long ago where I was doing Charger, but what I've got is I've got Spotify on a separate track. I don't even think I've got it added in like them. I do because I've Charger music, but like it's on a separate track from next. So in theory, I could put Spotify on do it, but
Yeah.
at that point it's like yeah. I don't fun. Heck, what? I like the fact that basically I've managed to find that plugin for OB. I did. It makes things so much easier. I just split the audio into whatever in, and then
Yeah.
obviously as you use new games or new apps, you need to add them individually. But honestly, I don't mind with sort of like I get to do whether it's a game or whatever else. I can mute Discord without muting my game, whereas before everything was just one. I would need to go into individual apps, and which I mean it's bad, but
Not really, no.
fun.
Nice.
That's the thing about starting at like 12. It's like it feels morning-ish, but it's not morning. I've always had that.
Very true.
Like I've always had it with 12 in the afternoon. It's like it's too early to call it afternoon. The afternoon. It's midnight.
I know, it's confusing, isn't it?
The amount of times I see at 12 a.m. and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. Like I would say I'm sleeping, but I'm not. I'm at home. and cards on. Oh well.
Not ads.
Thing is, like, I don't mind it. Like, I know it will potentially annoy better, but see if I'm going into some stream and it's genuinely someone that I want to see what they're like, I'll stick for the bloody ads. Especially that it's like a minute long ad. I mean, it may show up that there's like 10 ads, but in that case, they're all 6 seconds long.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you really can step through a minute of ads, I know this generation, I want it and I want it now sort of thing, but sort of going through that phase. At this point, I'm just going into like the nozzle section and changing, cycling through them.
Don't blame me.
The exception is if I want the one up from it. So if I'm at that point, I'm like, it's just otherwise I just specifically, yeah. I don't know what you think of the ad thing. Like,
I don't mind ads, to be honest.
I don't
Mind you, I use a VPN, so I get American ads.
I don't get what, but at the same time, I'm like if I'm going in, if I'm literally looking for a streamer to watch, like I'm not follower ones, I'll go into like a category and okay, let's see, you're like, if they've got an ad, I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, the chances is whatever channel, no, whatever you got YouTube, you're gonna get an ad anyway.
Yeah.
Like, in a minute or two. It's different when it's like, and the ads are set up so it's like that point. But
Yeah, I've been on channels like that. That's where they've got like 3 minutes of ads every 10 minutes.
yeah, at that point,
At that point, I'm like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, but if it's like at this case, I'm pretty sure it's 1 minute ads every 15 minutes. So I've got 4 minutes worth of ads in an hour. Watching TV, you're gonna get more ads than that.
Yeah.
I'm like, sick. Not gonna hurt anyone. Like, I know Fox is always somehow bothered by the fact that I get ads. I don't need to watch them. I think at this point Twitch has done a thing where really what it does is it just mutes the stream audio, because you still see a bit of the stream going on. It creates like a little thumbnail just up the chat, at least when you're on PC. So it's like, you can still watch it, you're not going to have the audio from it, but you can still watch it.
Exactly.
Like, don't get me wrong, ads are annoying, but for me, that unless, like you said, ads on.
Hmm?
I don't have ads. I've not signed it. I need to. I've got YouTube. Don't give me bloody ads. Okay. Let's try it for free because you're gonna make me create an account. Buttons, no. Oh well. Add. At that point, I'm basically with. Oh, I am paying. I got it. I was very surprised for a moment because I sound like the.
Yeah.
There we go. Window frame done. I'll get. That fence has weird shading on it. No. Ah.
Yeah, I've always found these porch fences a little bit fiddly.
I hate.
Getting all the angles.
To be honest, I hate any of all of this game, like any fence. Apart from I think that stone fence in the shoe house or the hands on girl house. One of the two. One of them has a proper like just a stone fence with posts right in the length of it.
Yeah.
So it's literally just a flat wall that you're spraying. But other than that, every fence hurts. And I particularly hate the one in the house just wraps around. It's just such a bit of a fence.
Yeah.
It is because you need to get it from the angles to get it. As with the wall, you just trying to do the highlight there as much. I think I'm getting better at it. To be honest, at this, but I got an email because it's Victoria. Okay. It feels like she hasn't read it because he's from. Okay. Sorry, it's just it's important gets done.
Yeah.
Because I was in like a lengthy email. It had like 5, 6 different questions, and she's like, "Well, we've passed the information to the landlord." Like, okay.
Haven't really answered anything.
Kind of annoying because there were a good few points. Because when my sister moved out, I asked, because they asked my sister to give the key back, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
well, can she keep it as in a form of like an emergency key? Because officially, right, there's no like emergency key. I'm the only person that has a key, right? Morning, Nem. How you doing? But
I know.
this is a secure building. Like, you need to have a key to get in either side of the building, right? So if I lose the key or forget to take the key from home, right, I automatically don't have a way to get in unless one of the people living in the building will be willing to let me in, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. But she was like, no, we would need to have the key returned, or there could be like a fine or like something. I'm like, why? I have to 20 hours on at work, 6 a.m. Of course, 6 a.m. till 11. See, that would kill me because I hate waking up. I'd rather hydrate. But yeah, so she was like, no, we can't have an emergency key with your sister. Although the fact that my sister was a previous tenant, so would be fairly trusted, right?
Yeah.
Unofficially, my parents got a spare key. They're like 2 hours away, but doesn't tell them, guys. Okay.
I won't. It'll be our little secret.
That also, but no, honestly, it's just this silliness because I will admit I was very silly, and mind you, that was at the point where I did live with my sister, right? So that's bad, but I went to work with a jacket. I had the jacket on when I closed the flat off, like I closed the door and whatnot. I put the keys in my jacket pocket, and then it was really warm in the like later in the afternoon, so I completely forgot that I took a jacket with me to work, and I realized it when I got home, and I was like, shit, I don't have my keys to get back in. My sister was at work, so I had to like phone her or message her or something, and I ended up having to walk to her work to pick up the key just to be able to get in.
Yeah.
I'm like,
not good.
Yeah, like it wasn't ideal, but at least, you know, we had that second copy within the town limits, you know. So I was like, when they asked her to hand the key back, I was like, have that just in case, because if I do get locked out, right, at least my sister, who lives maybe a 20-30 minute walk from me, will have a copy of them. But
yeah,
apparently that's a horrible thing to do. They say little secret, no, apart from people that in you.
Yeah.
I want to say thanks for trying me to. Also. Oh, no worries. You're always welcome to join games. Like, I tend to be fairly bad with the whole society thing. Like, I'm very bad around people, comes to it. And I started streaming, trying to get myself to push through it. And, like, I started with a camera, and that was too much. So I decided, no camera. And honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. There are still days when I'm like, but getting better. Playing with friends is even fun. You know what? I'm gonna start again, and I'm refusing to put any in on at this point. without heating, bill is like 90 quid. 90 or 100 a month without heating. The only heating I get is from my laptop when I'm playing Fortnite at this point.
Well, that's enough to heat a house.
That is, to be honest. Well, not a house, but given that I live alone, it's enough to heat me, and that's good enough. But no, I've got like this little cardigan that I bought like ages ago. It was meant to be like a little, because I got a dress and I was going out somewhere. It was like a very like, it only had like 2 maybe centimeter wide straps on the shoulders, and I was like, see, when it gets to like 6 p.m. like late in the evening, I'm gonna be absolutely freezing. So I got this as well, and now it's just as a little. I've been wrapped up like I kid you not for the last 2 days. It's 32 apple. Yeah, definitely. Like, I tend to be fairly warm by default, but past few days it's just been crazy. Like, mind you, I do have a window in my bedroom because I do sleep better with the window. Like, I struggle sleep without it. I wonder how it's gonna go over when Boston on the cold side. Like, let's close the window. And I'm like, no, you're roasting. That goes. This is he's. Of course, I mean it as a joke.
You've got 2 bedrooms?
Well, one of them's been converted into essentially an office. Like, I'm currently in the other bedroom. Got a desk, a big bookcase, and a smaller book. Because you know that little shelf that I showed you that I was gonna give to Fox, right? I'll see if he still wants it. Because in the end, where's I'll see if he wants it and whatnot, if he'll use it. Because if not, I'm currently using it as like this base for where I put my puzzle mat on. This puzzle mat is huge, right? So yeah. I'll see how that goes, but hopefully, like, I don't know. Thank you for the
Burbs
gift.
1979 gifted Nemesis Zombie Cat 92 a subscription. Burbs 1979 gifted a tier 1 sub to Nemesis Zombie Cat 92. They are given 16 gift subs in the channel.
When did it say that? Oh well. Also, I like how TTS pronounces your name. It's like Burbs. Like, it just skips over the R for some reason, or it's very soft R that it does. At least that's how I hear it, but I don't know if you hear it that way, Burbs, but
I don't really hear it because, I mean, obviously I've not got your stream audio on.
yeah.
I have your stream up, but not your audio.
No, that's fair. Honestly, the few times that I've had it, when you would do something like renew a sub or whatever, it would just be like Burbs, but that R is so soft that to me it just sounds like Boobs 1009. Like, okay. But yeah, what did I say? I refuse to get on. Yeah, I've got the same thing, but for
Posts. Like posts, the corners of the house.
like the little wooden things, yeah. Like, I don't put the heating on either. But mostly my place is warm anyways, and if I do play like a game like Fortnite and whatnot, my laptop creates so much heat that it just warms the place up anyways. So we've done it. I don't have the playthrough of it, but like the little time lapse. But I don't know if I don't think I can get a different one. But there's one. There we go. I get the time lapse too. I figured out how to get it, Burbs.
Nice.
And same them. I've got like this little cardigan that I absolutely love because it's nice, soft, and warm. That being said, I still sleep with the window open because I sleep better with it.
Ready for the next one?
I am ready. I'll see if this scroll locky thing, that scroll will be there. I don't think I've got scroll lock on. Oh, because right, Burbs. I'm gonna briefly leave the co-op. I'm gonna reboot the game and see if that scrolly wheel thing will be fixed.
Okay.
Like, it's not that annoying, but also it gets frustrating when you literally just want to go down one nozzle and you need to go through 20 of them. Not 25 of them. Back to one. And it never does that. But yeah. We'll see how it goes. Like I say, this unit that I've got, I genuinely like it. That little cupboardy bookshelf thingy. And now that I've figured out that I can use it as a table to put my puzzle mat on, it's the best. And yep. Well, I guess I'm stuck with this. Very weird though. It's very specific as well. Like, you can scroll down, but you can scroll up. I don't know if this is dirty or not. I'm just. Why don't I like as much my own? Why is games better? If I had this kind of motivation in real life, that would be amazing, right?
Exactly.
Like,
I've got a power washer. My decking needs doing. Nah.
No, this is much more fun. Power washing and decking on this house instead.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like, mind you, this is not tidying up, but I am needing to proper go through and clean out the living room, in the bathrooms, in the kitchen. Like, I've started the kitchen on the most bit. It's wiping out the cupboard because I haven't done anything. They're so gross. Like, it's just
Yeah,
ugh.
kitchens are the worst.
Yeah. My biggest issue is that I've got a corner cupboard and I use it for pouring pots, but I genuinely am at a point where I don't know what, not clean, tidy, so it's not mess and takes 2 hours to get out in that I want. Also, whoever
You'll
lives
get
with
that.
the dog, cat, I mean, it's a strikeout. The idea. Yeah, I don't turn heating at this point. And the thing is, my thing is central heating. So I think what I've done is I've set it 11 degrees in the house, which, to be honest, is default at this point. Yeah. But the heaters are off anyway. I can't turn the towel heaters on. Done. The energy prices are a half of I want to change. one for this particular one. I think there'd be more. But then again, you don't really need a lot of skins for this particular one. You quickly get rid of it.
Yeah. So you've only got the initial gun, have you?
I've got the white and blue skin for this one. Okay. I've got this is the Prime Vista 1500 one. Oh, now I can use the urban one. Oh, never. Urban one. I want the jungle or retro.
Retro. I don't know.
It's just, and basically it. Oh, you know what? Now it makes sense why you're going around with the white nozzle and everything getting cleared. I've been doing everything within the previous one. I've got the Urban X. I don't know what. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, even with like replaying it and whatnot. I know obviously you're probably low-key a little bit maybe salty about the fact that you, but
A little, yeah.
I would be too.
Once we get past the first few jobs, it'll pick up again.
Yeah, but I am. That being said, I low-key am dreading doing the subway map. We're not gonna have the best of the power washers. That I'm pretty sure. The middle one. That's gonna be fun. I think at that point we'll be able to have like this. But basically, I've got whatever you've got. Like whatever you've got, that's what I've got at this point. It's just the skins for the guns is what's essentially different, that I get to use whatever I want. Everything. Like, I wonder whether I'll reach 1 million before they add anything new up at this point. Like, I've made a rule that I no longer buy any of the like I can get
soap?
clothing and the soap, because otherwise I'm gonna have like, I think even that I've actually bought everything. Fun. I've already got like 20.
Nice.
Right? Makes it fun. And actually that money is still here just to, no worries, you lurk away. Don't worry. Like I know people like essentially like worry or something, like when they lurk or something, and at least that's the vibe I'm getting from people being like, oh, I don't want them to think that I've left and whatnot, and I appreciate you here and whatnot, but honestly, sorry. You know what? I'm tempted. Got this command now. I don't know what it does, but it's like this little bingo game that you can do in chat, and it's basically. But I don't know if you need to like guess what the emotes are or what you need to do. And it's with like the basic Twitch ones. It's not going to be like random locked emotes that you have basically.
Yeah.
But I don't really.
I mean, I've seen different things. I've seen roulette and
Yeah.
like slot machine, like it throws up three three emotes and tells you if you win, but I've not seen bingo.
Bingo has begun for 2,000 beans. You need to guess one of 234 Twitch. If we...
Yeah.
Bubble. Let's... Oh, there's some Fall Guy emotes that are global. Oh my god, that's it. You can go through and do it, basically. Like, I think because it started in them, all you need to do is just put whatever emotes you feel like it could be. Like, now you're just needing to guess. Because I think it's either... I think it's mods that can start it, but I might make it so anyone can start it, because it doesn't really create problems. It's only if they cancel. Let's see, let's put this one in. I don't know whether it tells you that you guessed it. I imagine it would, but there's a lot of global that exist at this point. Kind of funny to try it. Let's see, let's do these hands. I'm gonna... Oh, there's an ad break! Oh no! Yeah, I don't really know how it works. All I know is that you're meant to guess them, but whether you actually guess them. But it tells you that you guess them.
I assume it would tell you.
Like I said, it's 234 and there's a lot. Let's put the robot in. And gamble. Yeah, I think it's points or something like that. But it tells you, like, I somehow got 137,000. I don't really know why, but I do. But I'm still ranked 2 out of 241. So I don't know what that... But then you can do something like slots and let's say 5,000 and it goes bits. Oh no, I've lost all my beans! No! Let's try it again. There's a different one, it's called Gamble, yeah. I know there's Gamble. I've also got a roulette, but it says to gamble your life away and whatnot, but I don't... That means a lot of points too. Basically what it is, I think for 10 minutes you get 50 points, but if you're subbed you get 100 points every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So I've actually got more points than you in your own channel.
Yeah, apparently. I don't really know how, but yes. Won 2 beans in roulette and now has 522 beans. I guess you won. I don't know if... I'm thinking... Who knows?
No, I lost half my beans.
No! There's also like jewels and whatnot that you can start with others and again for beans, but it's kind of funny just doing those. Like, I've added them because they're kind of fun. Like, I like doing them in like other chats. There's a few that do it now, but I like having them. And I don't know if...
I mean, to be fair, I stopped even bothering doing the pokey catch, didn't I?
To be honest, I don't always do it. Like, I really do it, but it's more of a... I would need to pause whatever I'm doing half the time, and half the time that's ideal. Comes through quite often. Their time limit, I just gambled 10. I don't know. Like, I don't even...
I guess there's a time limit now.
Maybe there's a cooldown. Limit... Lost 100 beans in roulette and now has 442. Okay, so the gamble is essentially the roulette, so that's not bad. I know there's an actual roulette itself. Let's do 200. Lost 200 beans in roulette and now has all. Well, now I've got more beans than you, Burbs.
No.
Maybe it's not always picking it up because of the 442, but what I might actually do is I'm actually going to go and change it so because you can set it so there's like an alias for it, so you either or. And to be honest, gamble makes a lot more sense. Jack, come on. And command aliases gamble, yeah. What I might do is I will just change gamble because I struggle to spell roulette best of times. Now hopefully gamble. Oh no, Burbs! You've lost 141,000 beans.
Yeah.
Oh gee.
Do it.
I feel like there might be a cooldown or something like between it, but I don't. Tell me. Gamble your life away. And user cooldown 60 seconds at 0. Damn it, if you wanna go broke in 2 seconds, go for it. Because there is like a minute cool, but I've turned the cooldown off. If you wanna lose everything, every single one of their beans, no! I can do a thing. We go and then harvest. I think that should work. And I can do that with Burbs too. Yeah, have some points, Burbs. Give you some food.
So when you do that, is that giving points out of your points?
Yeah.
Or is that
So I think
because you're the channel?
I should have way less. Yeah, I've got 105 now. It does it out of my own points, and you guys can do it too. If I go onto the actual website itself, like for Stream Elements, I can individually give you guys extra points, but I think at the same time, like obviously I try to make it so it's not like you get crazy amount of beans all at the same time, but I think 50 a minute is every 10 minutes. And then when you're sad, you get 100 every 10 minutes. You've got 10 points every minute, essentially. That is on. Given to. Because initially, I think I was doing. It was like a 5 times multiplier, so like just anyone watching gets 50, and then the subs get like 2.5, 150 or something, and I was like. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of points just to get. Hey, this roulette business is just not wanting you to get points, does it? You've won 2, you got unlucky, and then it's like, nope. Oh, honestly, I don't know how the roulette works, but I don't know what this all
Just RNG, I think.
Yeah, but I know there used to be like roulette and gamble on odd or evens rather than that, but I think that was a slightly different. Has Fox touched it? No, I don't think. I mean, Burbs and Fox are super moderators for it, so I guess they could edit it, because they could essentially, if I gave them the info, they could go into the elements and. But I doubt it. I don't think he knows that this command exists. So. But I have. Yeah, that's true, yeah. I mean, it is just a joke at this point that he rigs games, but sometimes. And sometimes I just say it for fun. Just to annoy him a little bit, because, like, how do I rig the game? I don't know.
I know, we're just winding him up, really.
We do it for the content.
For the content.
As he likes to say.
Mm-hmm. No, when he does it to us, it's for the content. When we do it to him, we're picking on him.
To be honest, I'm kind of his girlfriend, so I kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of in the job description. But it is crazy that he's going to be living.
Good luck.
Thanks. Thank you. Either. Although I don't think it's going to be that bad. He just stresses way more than I do about, like, random things. And a few times that, you know, my anxiety is sort of chilled out and it doesn't care about anything in the entire universe whatsoever, Fox will come in and start stressing about a bunch of random things. And I stop it! But he just keeps on. Okay, how can I help to not stress? I got mail. I don't remember if I. So, yeah. I think currently he's like, been like, oh, I need to move this, and and I'm like, I don't know what it was, but he, like, proper going about it. Or like, you know what he done? I think it was Tuesday, maybe, no, it was Wednesday. He phoned after work, and he's like, I'm tempted to go and get McDonald's because there's not a lot of food in the house, but at the same time, I don't really want to be driving all the way to the McDonald's, but an extra 20 minutes drive, and I could just get McDonald's when I go shop. And I'm like, I just told him, listen, normally I tell you to get McDonald's and you go the opposite way. The one time I told you not to get McDonald's, you went and got the McDonald's, so I give up. But he kept going on for like 10-15 minutes about making the decision, right? Mm-hmm. And that's where they come in from Fox came about, like, I suck at making. Yeah. To joke, yeah. And that's why I think I think Fox said something like, oh, you suck at making decisions or something like that. That's what he was on about. And I was like, because that's basically what I told him. And I'm like, listen, you spend 20 minutes of our phone call trying to determine whether you want to go to McDonald's or not. Eventually I was like, listen, go to McDonald's because you don't have food in the house and you need food. I was like, I can make a sandwich. And then he decided not to go to McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, then why ask me for input if you're gonna do the opposite? I just gave up.
Pretty much.
Good thing is, well, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but now he need an excuse, he can order it and it will be delivered. Oh.
Yeah, it isn't Mac delivery great.
He's awesome. I like it, but it can get pricey. That being said, you know what's even better than Mac delivery? Five Guys delivery.
You're evil.
I'm sorry, but that is way better. Like, I know McDonald's is the everyday sort of, you know, everyone loves McDonald's sort of thing, but Five Guys is good. People say it's overpriced, but it's not really when you consider why the prices are what they are. Like, if you add a meal, okay. There we go. Like, ooh, is it like when you go inside, you know why it is, because you can just pick whatever toppings, sauces, etc., that you want on it. Get a flat price and then add whatever you want onto it, sort of thing. I don't mind it because as someone who likes everything, I just pick what I want on a day, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, if McDonald's had that option, right, they would be charging it. Hell, they do. If you want double cheese, that's 50p. If you want egg and bacon, that's another £1. Do you want more tomatoes? That's more of that. Whereas, pick what you want. And the fries.
I might have to find a reason to go into Newcastle soon.
Five Guys is like. How do I join chat? We've got a private call, but we can move into stream chat. And I don't. Are you in my Discord? I don't know. I'm in my. You want to move over there for Burbs and then them.
Okay.
Right. I'll just go in there. I don't know. I'm thinking. Yeah, so if you join that Discord, what I'll do is I'll get. Oh, you are in there. You should be able to join it.
Hello?
Hello!
Hello?
Or is it that you just joined? Nemesis just joined. Yeah, so you should hopefully be able to. Our thingy. Because you are listed as friends.
Twins.
Friends. That's just how I do it. I don't know why, but yeah. For some reason, the bot is still not. Hopefully, you should be able to join this chat. Yeah, like I can't find deep. No, it's private only. So I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Yay! Don't worry. How you doing?
Basically, because I. What was I doing?
Hey there.
Oh, sorry, there we go.
Hey.
Because I wasn't in like the actual Discord, because it was like added as a friend type thing, I couldn't find this to get into it.
Oh no, it's okay, because what we've done with Burbs is we started just a call, like between friends, rather than being in a stream chat. So even if you were in a Discord, it wouldn't have changed it, if that makes sense. Like, you would have still been... It still wouldn't...
You know, I've been trying to convince my wife to let me get this game, but she's like, it's just you power washing the house, and I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Do you have Game Pass?
It's free on Game Pass.
What, on PlayStation?
No, like
No,
the
on-
Xbox Game Pass. I don't know if PlayStation
Oh, I
has
don't
it.
have that.
I don't know if it's on PlayStation Plus. But
Let me try Steam. See what the Steam's saying.
I know you have to pay for it on Steam.
yeah.
But I'm not paying. I ain't paying for shit. I get no
I don't know
money.
you have to pay for Game Pass, but if you've got Game Pass, it's free on there.
Power. Yeah, it's 16 quid. Jesus.
I will admit, in my opinion, it's kind of worth it because with that you get 2 DLCs as well.
What?
They were free. SpongeBob one, I'm not a fan of, but
No.
that's just SpongeBob. Everything else, 10 plus, definitely.
I mean, if the SpongeBob one had been like the first DLC they did, and it was a free DLC, I might think differently of it. But
Yeah, but they were.
having had the whole Tomb Raider DLC and Final Fantasy DLC for free, and then making you pay for SpongeBob.
Yeah, and the SpongeBob one wasn't good. I think you got more content out of the free DLCs than you got in SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? In SpongeBob, you had 3 cars or something like that, and then you had the Chum Bucket and the SpongeBob's neighborhood,
Mhm.
and then the big one, which was the Squirrel's hideout agent thingy.
Mhm.
No, I don't really SpongeBob at all. But like that's what you got, and it's about 3.5 hours worth of content. Really go for it.
Yeah.
And it's even worse if you want to do co-op. Both of you need the DLC.
Like that invisible car, I absolutely hated that.
Like, I like the idea of it, but I hate the fact that eventually you just could not see where the dirt was because it was covered by the clean bits.
Yeah.
That was a pain. But yeah, honestly, this game is cool, and it is power washing whatever, but it's, I feel like there's so much more to it. So satisfying and just I think even
Which time?
like so. Listen, what is the well-known ads? Oh, that is very specific. I heard of it. I've heard the name. I do not know what that is.
Perhaps you want to give it a try?
Not a clue.
I am.
Writing the answer out.
Like, I've heard of it, but what it is,
Would you like a hint?
I would prefer the answer, to be honest. Because no matter the hint, I am not going to get it. I don't know about Burbs, maybe a hint. No.
I've just wrote the answer, sorry.
Opiocordy would
Concepts. My hint would be it's based in Last of Us game.
I mean, Jorona Draw played it. Done the whole cosplay with it as well. I know that much. I'm pretty sure Fox played it at some point. But I don't think it was
Fox has
recent.
played them.
Yeah, but it wasn't recent. Was it?
The first one was probably a fair while ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I've not played them. I've seen them played. I've not played them.
No, like I said, I've seen bits of it played by Jorona because he was proper into it. And when he plays like a series of games and he's like, oh, I'm gonna play this one and this one, he cosplays some of them. I don't think he cosplayed when he was playing Zelda. He cosplayed everything else.
Yeah.
which was kind of funny to see when I just randomly went into his stream and he was just a Spider-Man during a heat wave. That wasn't. Feel sorry for the guy, but he chose it. And then other than that, yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, basically, the Last of Us game is like if the cordyceps jumps species from ants to humans or bugs to humans, what the outcome would be, because there is no cure for fungus. Basically, they're like we've got like cures for like viruses and stuff. We can have vaccines, but when it comes to like fungus and stuff, we're fucked.
Fungi are such fun that they're no fun. Oh well.
Why did the mushroom win the comedic contest?
Okay.
Seems
I'm sorry, but I feel like I did say fungi earlier, and it was still in my head. So
oh, you're good.
I like mushrooms. They're kind of funny.
Generally hate mushrooms.
No, you don't need to eat. I'll eat them though.
The thing is, like, I don't mind eating vegetables and stuff like that as long as they're like liquefied into a sauce. Like, I don't know, I've just always had this issue of actually eating veg.
But I might need to start doing. It's like half of the veg, but he hasn't really given me a reason for not liking them. Like them. I'm like, is it the taste or is it something else? I don't know.
The consistency.
Like, for example, my sister hates texture and about half of the bloody food that exists. Like, I think, and says that onions are too powerful when added into cooking, so she doesn't add onions. And I'm like, that's where all the flavour comes from. Same with
I was just about
Belfast.
to say that some things just need a wee bit of onion.
Yeah, no, she.
Like having mince and tatties is just it's just blasphemy if you don't have onion in the mince.
Oh, she won't eat that because there's carrots in it. Also, it's generally made with beef. She would out for turkey mince, but because apparently it's just too much.
Okay.
But genuinely, like, but then again, we've got like on side of things. We've got like, I mean, they're not hash browns. No, they're definitely potato fritters. Like, basically, it's like grated potatoes with some flour, and in my sister's case, red onion. Because apparently, that's the only case that onions are acceptable.
Yeah,
and
it's technically a hash brown.
It's not, because it's all. It's not the same. I'm sorry, but it's not even remotely close. Like it's like, because when I say grated potatoes, they're grated into on the smallest of the little bits on the grater. Not like cheese. They're grated like they're made into pulp, basically, and then they're just fried. Whereas your bloody hash brown things are covered in some sort of thing. We don't cover it, it just exists. Not a hash brown, I'm sorry, it's not the same thing. I know why you'd say that, and I can see the similarities, but it's not a hash brown. If anything, it may be a potato fritter at best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of hash browns, but those things, they're fairly nice. I somehow always get them so they're very full of air, I guess. I don't know. My parents just make it. It's just
I'm waiting for a tuna cheese toasty.
that just. But if you enjoy it, go for it.
It's not my go-to. Just my wife was making it. And she's like, "Do you want one?" I was like, "Ugh." I suppose I need to eat before I go to work. So
Fair. I don't like tuna, and when Fox was visiting last, I think in July, that is the first time that a can of tuna has walked through my door ever. Ever, and there's still like 2 cans of tuna in my cupboard. Okay.
I was actually surprised last time I seen the actual size of a tuna. I was like, "What?"
Huge.
And that's a beast.
Yeah. Honestly, but I genuinely like, but Fox apparently is a. But it has
It can
invaded
be.
my house.
It can be quite sickening if you eat much of it, though.
Eh,
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm not against tuna, but I have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
I've got that with fish in general. Although, right? I don't know if you guys have something like it, but basically it's like a fish pate type of thing. But what, for some reason, right? And I don't know why, but Polish people decide to have like bits of fish, right? Put it into like a tomato sauce with cooked rice, season it, and use it as a spread on a sandwich.
Ew. That just sounds all kinds of wrong.
But see, that's the thing. It tastes so good. Like in this case, I just realised it, by the way, because generally speaking, I'm not a fan of salmon either. But I looked at the ingredients of it, and it's salmon, but it's like, at this point, I don't know. The best way I can, again, minced or something, I don't know, because it's very fine, right? And some rice, tomato paste, puree, sauce of some sorts, and then just some seasoning, and it's so good. Like, genuinely, I know it sounds wrong, Burbs, I do know that, but it's just so good.
You know what it sounds like? Like something that old people in this country tends to quite like. It's a roe in mackerel.
I know
It's
what
basically
rice is.
yeah, it's just like a tin of mackerel with tomato, like a tomato sauce, and they just put the mackerel in the rolls, and then I just look at it like, what the fuck are you eating?
Is it like actual the fish or like
Yeah.
like fish?
No, it's an actual fish, like the full fish.
Yeah.
I'm just like, ugh.
I mean, I will admit this. It's something that, again, I do like eating. Like, I've got a tin of, I think it's sardine, like tomato sauce, and you can just open it and just eat it like that without even, like, that's generally what. Also,
That's the way there. My wife's just going through because she eats it as well, and I think I'll ask her what it is. It might not even be mackerel. It might be sardines. I'm not sure.
I mean, they do mackerel in it too. Like, if you go to a Polish shop, you have a wide range of the type of sauce, how spicy it is, how tomatoey it is, what type of fish it is, how big of a fish chunks they are. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, Polish people and their fish are crazy. You think we're pescatarians from birth, but not really. But honestly, it's so good. The sign for gold, is it not AU?
Yep.
I know that one because I like him. Also, I've seen a bunch of like cheesy, like meme things where it's like, I won't go without the A or something like that, and it's like, yeah, I see. I would just like the gold, quite frankly, but
The only thing I struggled with when I was doing the biology was cutting up the heart. I was like, oh man, I can't do it.
I didn't do it. I will admit I did leave the room, but Like, I think I don't know if it was a heart or if it was a frog, but either way, I was like, I'm not feeling that for it, so.
It was we did hearts, because we were basically learning all this shit about the hearts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we did that too. Like I say, it was just a bad day for them to be doing it, to be honest, because I was just not feeling great to start off with.
Fish.
Mackerel.
Is it mackerel?
You monkey, it's a monkey.
It's minging.
Have you tasted it?
You animal.
Have you tasted
I
it?
don't need to taste it. It looks minging.
It's fish.
I don't care.
It's yummy. Mackerel is one of the best tasting fish.
Tuna and mayonnaise. You're currently eating tuna and mayonnaise. That is mackerel with a kind of tomato sauce.
No.
Same thing.
Because all you're eating is the fish without the heat. At least the tuna's all like mashed up into you. You know what I mean?
No, the bones are all removed and it's literally bits of fish like the tuna.
No.
It is.
No.
It literally is.
It is.
Oh my god.
Agree to disagree.
I will agree with your wife there, because I've had them, and it is genuinely like the bones are removed. It's just mostly kept in the shape of fish, but it's yummy. I do recommend it. At least try it.
I think I would need to be blindfolded to eat it.
What's your opinion, Burbs, on fish and tomato sauce?
I don't think I would be particularly up for it.
Fair. I think there's a thing with fish, like you would need to be in the mood for fish and then for that particular thing. Or just be fed blindfolded without knowing what it is.
Yeah.
And later on be told, oh, this is what this is. Like,
I mean, give me pizza every day. Every day.
eh. I guess. What? I hate full. Fish is good. I mean, in some cases, like all of it. But yeah, that fish and rice thing on bread, oof, do recommend it. 10 out of 10. It sounds wrong. It sounds like it would be disgusting. I don't know who came up with the idea of putting rice in. I think I've got some covered actually. I asked my parents because I got while I was at work and they're like, do you want anything? Can you get me 1 or 2 packs of this? And they came back with 4. Like, okay. Thanks. Like random.
Yeah.
I remember going to Greece when I was like 12 and I thought I was eating chips, but it turns out it was squid.
As
I
long
was
as it was him.
eating. Yeah. And then I realised it was, then somebody, I was like, oh, I'm going to get some of those chips, and somebody was like, they're not chips, Sean. What? And they're like, yeah, that's calamari. I'm like, what? Means what?
You still like him?
I haven't eaten it since I was 12. I'm very panicky when it comes to food. I like to stick to what I do like.
Fair.
And what I know I'll eat, type thing.
Yeah.
Very boring that way.
See, I'm very similar, but at the same time, I sometimes make. You know what? Let's try this food, because sometimes it's fun.
Pizza once a week, burgers once a week, Vince and Tatties once a week, chili once a week. Just kind of same shit. Chicken the rest of the days.
I don't even have like a like this one, that one. Just what I feel like.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just eat what I'm told in a sense because my wife just makes whatever.
Like I been feeling like I haven't like this cabbage stew made out of sauerkraut, and it is yummy, right? But with like mashed potatoes and
Can't go wrong with bolognese.
so at this point I started just making it my way and rather than
Yeah.
whatever recipe. And
Yeah.
instead of using like the tomato paste stuff, I would use like actual tomatoes and just off.
Yeah, that's what my wife does. She like buys like chopped tomatoes and just like blends it down into a sauce.
So much better.
I'm not a big fan of the Dominoes, honest.
Yeah, I don't know. See any like jar like sauces from jar. Me, they either are they're very like sour in taste. Like they've got this weird taste, and I just can't. I don't like it. Like I just myself or not. Even like the white sauce for lasagna is so simple that I would rather just. It is essentially a macaroni cheese, just that there's less cheese and flour to it.
I do need to make chimichangas at some point. No, I don't in a long time.
Those-
Basically, you roast a piece of chicken breast, and then you pull it. You basically get 2 forks and just scrape it, and then it goes out your little chunky bits. Add whatever flavouring you want. Get a couple of wraps, wrap it up, and then get a pot of oil, and basically just fry the shit out of it.
That sounds nice. So
Again, you can put anything you want in it, you know. What I do miss is proper chips. Like, for seconds. Like when I used to go to my gran's or whatever, she would have the deep fat fryer. Like those were proper chips.
yeah,
Cut a potato in the deep fat fryer. Now it's just all this the air fryer stuff.
yeah. I don't have.
Like I miss proper chips.
I make it sometimes. That being said, I don't have a deep fat fryer, and I don't even know where it would fit. So I've got like I haven't done it in a while, so I don't have one just now because whatever. Would put like a bunch of oil into a pot and let it heat up, and then just pop the chips in there. And she says there's a deep fat fryer. It's just that it's hot. And then normally what I would do is I would just cover it and keep it like another 2 fries as long as like using it in the next 2-3 days.
That beat some greasy chips.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I will admit. Yesterday? 2 days ago, I will admit I was kind of hungry and I may have ordered Five Guys. And their fries are so good.
See, the problem I have with Five Guys is it is quite salty.
Yeah, but that's the thing that I like. Like, I like salty chips. Whereas with McDonald's, I get salty chips. It might be once every now and again, otherwise I need salt. The Five Guys, I can sort of pace it, so I'll have a few chips, maybe have a bite of a burger, and then go back to the chips again.
Or just be a weirdo like me and put the chips in the burger.
I mean, that works too. But, oh no, you standing on the ladder, Burbs.
Anytime I go
I,
to McDonald's, that's what I do, man. I just open up the burger.
I'm needing to move it, and I'm worried if I move it, you're gonna fall. Hold on. Can't even place it!
Put the chips at the bottom of the burger, some sauce, and then put the patty on it, and then put chips on top of the patty, a little bit more tomato sauce.
Burbs, I can't move the ladder! Also, Burbs, what's that showing on the cottage door?
Was that you?
From the game?
Yeah! I definitely did not do it. Oh my god, I'm kind of stuck because I'm carrying a ladder, but I can't place it. I don't know where Burbs went. I'm sorry.
I generally don't remember what. Oh yeah, no, I got Indian, and what I tend to get from the Indian is chicken biryani, a garlic naan, and a tub of kebab sauce to put in the sauce, so it gives it an extra kick. What I do like from the Indian is a burger with doner meat with cheese, mayonnaise, and kebab sauce. Sounds brilliant.
Nice.
Nice. There's this place around here. What they're called? I don't think they're called Pythagoras, right? And that gyros, whatever you want to pronounce it as, depending who you are, right? But they make it, but you've got an option to make it like as a kebab version instead. And honestly, it's so good.
And what's it called?
Pythagoras? Pythagoras? I'll write it. I cannot. I'll Discord. It's just so good. I mean, they did. I don't know if it. I know it's between here and Glasgow. We're on the road. But they're so good. And they've got this like tzatziki sauce. I don't.
I'm gonna BRB for a minute.
I try to remember the place that me and my mate went to before we went to the Meshuggah gig. We'd done this kind of like rap thing where like different things. Actually, I'm going to message. Oh shit! I'm going to message my friend and ask her where's the place we went to eat.
Some places around here are so good. They're worth it. But it's hard to find it. Like, there was this one restaurant in Linwood. I don't think they exist anymore. It was called To Go, right? And generally the best pasta place ever. They've shut now. I'm needing to find a new good pasta takeout.
I've been sitting there too long. Ow. Get stiff if I sit too long, it's weird. Getting old. Tonight, but we'll just go get it done, get the weekend done, and then what days am I working the extra days? I think it's 26th, the 27th, the 28th, and the 2nd.
Fun.
So basically, I have one day off that week. One day off. Because I already work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it will be Tuesday 6 to 11, Wednesday 6 to 11, Thursday 6 to 11, and I'm in Friday 4 till 10, and then Saturday, Sunday I'm in 2 till 10, and then on Monday I'll be 6 to 11 again. Fucking brutal. 42 hours. But
Think of the money.
there's not going to be much, trust me. After tax, fuck me with that.
That's one thing that I absolutely hate. Like, I work part-time, right? But I earn about the same amount of money as the people that are working full-time just now.
So that week I've earned 437.64 before tax. I don't know how to do the tax on that.
I don't. It all depends on, like, bracket that you're in the code. Because, like, I know at one point my sister was working and was working in a call center, and then she was moved, changed jobs to work in a restaurant, and they
And then it
apparently
classed as she's working 2 jobs.
it wasn't even that. It's just that they changed their code for God knows what reason, because there wasn't like an overlap in the jobs. Like, she quit, and then I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks later she started a new job. Thank you for the hydrate. But it's a weird one, so I don't know. Tax code have the ever. But then I phoned them because the last thing I want is for the tax people to be mad at me, because I mean, I'm not getting a huge payout from Twitch, but every other month or so I get a payout from. I'm like, do I need to tell you guys that I'm getting this payout? And they're like, oh,
I don't think so.
yeah, they said as long only if it reaches, I think it was 12 grand in a year or something like that, or 1,200 in a year.
If you're making 12 grand a year on Twitch, bam.
At that point, I think I would just be looking at just doing Twitch full time. At that point, to be honest, that would be fun.
I do apologise if you can hear my laptop. I'm just getting into game to turn the volume down.
Oh, no worries.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Alright.
But don't worry, honestly. Laptop's
Just gonna.
with my
But
laptop,
guess-
what I've had to do is, because of my setup, normally I've got my microphone next to the laptop. I started moving that stuff over, the microphone over, because otherwise you can hear the fan constantly in the background.